What's up, business owners, and welcome to the 12 Days of Christmas, or should I really be calling it the 12 Days of Getting Our Lives Together as Small Business Owners? I know it's a little bit of a lengthy title. We're still working on the details, but it is still an extremely important part of the series that I'm running for you all for the next 12 days, and also something that I think that every business owner, small or large, but especially for us small guys, that we are really going to need for the next couple of days. Now, I don't know about you all, but organization has been something that has always been top priority on my list, whether it was learning how to do it the right way or figuring out what has been working and what doesn't work for my clients and applying that same knowledge to myself. Right? Because we all know it's a lot easier to give advice than it is to take it. So take it from me when I say that these tips have definitely helped me and my clients out tremendously, and I am super excited to be able to share them here with you all today. So here are my top 5 organization tips to get you ready for 2023. So without further ado, let's do this thing. All right, so tip number 1 is probably going to seem like a no-brainer, but I promise you, you're going to thank me later when I tell you about how you can actually check your emails. Now, if you are new to the game of either working from home, being a small business owner, or a virtual assistant, this may not seem like a necessary tip for you, but I can guarantee you that you're going to love this in the future. And if you've been in the game for a while and you still don't know how to check your email, then you're going to find this to be magnifique. So, number 1, you want to learn how to check your emails in the morning. Now, I'm the type of person where I can wake up, do a couple of stretches for the morning, maybe drink a little bit of water, and immediately go straight to my emails. For some people, that does not work, and I can completely understand why. But what I recognize is when I waited too long to check my emails, I was letting them build up, and eventually, come morning time, I'm spending more than 2 hours checking my emails. So now it's just easy for me to just glance through and see who all has maybe responded to me, maybe sent me an inquiry, or who I was looking forward to a response from, and they finally went ahead and sent their response to me. I don't usually respond to those emails right away. I normally just check, get my ideas ready, and then after I've maybe had some breakfast or I'm actually ready to start work, that's when I'll go ahead and start responding to my emails. But that is key item number 1, check and browse. Maybe I should say browse. Maybe you should browse through your emails first thing in the morning just to kind of get an idea of what your day is going to look like. By lunchtime, though, at this point, now you're trying to see who all are your morning people and who are your maybe midday responders and or your late night or last minute emailers. What I mean by this is by the time lunch rolls around, you want to obviously eat your lunch, take your break as necessary, but you want to see if anybody's gotten back to you. See if anyone has maybe been paying attention to their emails and is ready to get a response back from you. Or maybe you sent an email to somebody beforehand and it seems as if they still haven't checked it and you want to go ahead and send a follow-up. That is respectful of most people's times, and the most important tip I can give about checking your emails during lunch is to, again, see who all has responded to your emails that day and using that time for follow-ups. It'll make your life a lot easier and you'll feel a lot more confident when you go to check your emails at the end of the day. Which leads me to my next point. Check your emails right before you're about to get off, but not at the last minute. What I mean by that is if you plan on wrapping your workday up at 6 p.m., go ahead and maybe start peeking at your emails around 4:45, 5 o'clock. That way, you know exactly who might need, just especially if they're on your team, just a quick response to get them ready to start their day off on a successful note. Or maybe you can make a note to yourself to say, okay, this person definitely is going to need a lot more help than I was expecting, but I can get to them in the morning. And that way you are, again, keeping everything, your inbox is staying clean, and you don't have over 3,000 emails. I know it might seem ridiculous, but I cannot tell you how many people I know have an insane amount of unchecked or unread emails in their inbox. And here's a bonus tip. Don't subscribe to a bunch of stuff. And I know that seems very basic, very trivial, but you will be surprised how awesome some deals look on a Monday that don't really make sense or aren't even on your radar come Friday. So have a separate email for maybe newsletters or promotions or deals that you may want, but always try your best to keep your business email related to business things only. And if you subscribe to somebody's newsletter with your business, make sure you're actually checking it. There's nothing worse than someone sitting down for a week or however long most people prep their newsletters to send out just for people not to really check them that often. So remember, be mindful of your subscriptions, check your emails at least 2 to 3 times a day, but make it a priority and a purpose so you don't have to worry about getting confused or worse, making decisions about subscribing that you're not happy with. Or worse, sending a bunch of emails and not getting or checking your responses. My second tip for getting organized for 2023, and this is for my newbies out there. If you are currently looking for work, I highly recommend setting a time, and I don't mean 1 hour, I mean a lengthy amount of time, batching some openings. You want to find as many different people that are hiring, especially in the fields you're looking for, as possible. That way you can spend the next day or so replying and applying to all of the ones that you found. I cannot tell you, when I was first getting started as a virtual assistant, I spent at least no less than 3 to 4 hours applying to jobs every single day. On average, I was sending about 10 to 20 applications per day. And some people may be like, how in the world did you do that? Did you not get tired of doing it? No, I didn't, because I needed money and I wanted a job and I wanted to get my business going. So the only way that you are going to see a true amount of inquiries coming back into your inbox, and also in whatever other ways you might be checking your stuff, is if you are applying to a whole bunch of people. Get your name out there, build your portfolio, save some time, and organize all of that the day before, so that way you can just you plan and then you execute. Get it all done, and that way you are not overwhelmed, you're not feeling exhausted, and you already have a plan, a cover letter, a resume, whatever you plan on providing. If you set a time to plan and then execute, you will be right on track. And you will be surprised how much easier it'll be once you have your cover letter, your resume, and your portfolio ready to go. And the only thing you have to do is read over for typos, check grammatical errors, and obviously make sure you're applying with the right company names. I guarantee you it worked for me, and it'll be a sure shoo-in to work for you. Okay, tip number 3. This is going to break some hearts. And I am sorry for the hearts that I break, but I am telling you, you'll thank me for this. Only buy what you need and nothing more. There are a lot of people who have YouTube channels dedicated to organization and purchasing compartments, containers, and different contraptions to help you stay organized. But in reality, the only thing that's going to help you stay organized is you. And one way that you can help not only save yourself some money, but also make sure you stay on a clear and narrow organizational path is investing in the items that you need. And believe me, this is still something that I am learning on and working on for myself, because let's be honest, when you're in Hobby Lobby, or if you're a stationery freak like me and you absolutely love notebooks, journals, pens, paper, clips, sticky notes, and all that other stuff, it gets a little overwhelming and you want it all. But I promise you, you will actually retain a lot more office supplies and a lot more office and desk space if you just buy what you need and nothing more. I promise you, you'll be grateful for it. I will one day do a desk tour, but I'm going to be doing some renovations to my room soon, and I want to make sure that whatever I share with you all on the internet, one, that it has to be, aesthetically pleasing, but it also has to be a true reflection of what my desk really looks like. And right now, be glad the camera is this way. Okay, but please make sure that you only buy the items and the organizational tips and tricks. Make sure you only buy the organizational containers that you need. And believe me, I'm not saying don't purchase them. What I'm saying is don't buy containers just to fill them. Buy the containers that you need to fill what you already have. Tip number 4. Go ahead and set your task and to-do list the night before. This may be teetering on some productivity tips that I don't want to spoil for future videos, but I definitely want to tap into it today by saying if you go ahead and write out your task list the night before, you will be straight on to have all of your materials ready to go the next day. I know for me, it has been extremely important to have a running to-do list, and I don't have anything fancy, right? My clients and I use Asana and Monday.com to keep our running task list on the same page. But as far as me personally, I keep everything right here in my iPhone notes. I have a specific one that says Monday to-do list or Tuesday to-do list, and I write it all out, and I even I even break it down from personal to business. So whatever personal things I have to get done that day, setting up a dentist appointment, calling my eye doctor, whatever it may be, that goes first. And then my work stuff, I can level it out throughout the day. That way I'm staying right on track, and I have kept all of my tasks in a nice, clean little bow, and it helps get things done. And if I don't get to it that day, that's okay. I set my priorities first, and I do everything that I couldn't do the next day whenever I have time. And tip number 5 that I cannot stress enough is to go ahead and plan your Q1 information out now. Listen to me. When you plan out your Q1, you will be so much stronger. You won't procrastinate as much. You're going to actually have a clear view of what's going on. And when things happen, and when I say things, I mean when inevitably new trends pop up or new let's say realities pop in, as far as like stress with maybe losing a team member or having to put somebody new on board. If you have your Q1 planned out, or any quarter for that matter, already drafted, the quarter behind, blah, 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 blah. Let's rewind real quick. What I mean by having your Q1 set now is take the next couple of days and just think about what type of promotions do you want to offer in January, February, and March. Are you interested in doing a newsletter, but you found that you just don't have the time to get it going, or you have a hard time keeping it up? Well, most of everybody is off right now. People are on vacation, they're spending time with their family, they're reconnecting with some friends. This is the perfect time for you to maybe take 30 minutes to 1 hour per day and just plan out what you want to post in January, what sales you want to offer in February, and what things you want to do new for your business in March. However you want to plan it out. If you would like more information or tips on how to do this, please let me know in the comment section or send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, and I will compile a video of how I was able to get my Q1 and my client's Q1 right on track. And I guarantee you, if you're having problems with procrastination and consistency, it really could just be a matter of time management and organizational tips. So, that's all the tips that I have for you all today. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. Tomorrow we have another amazing video, and I cannot wait to share that one with you, but it is a surprise. And I can't wait for you all to see what it's going to be. So, as always, if you like this video and you want to see more content from me, make sure you hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and make sure you turn on that ding bell notification so you never, ever, ever miss another time when I upload. And I hope that you enjoy and have a wonderful, safe rest of your holidays, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!